This is confirmation from the people that want to pay the money. Sponsors. Oh man, Angel Reese fans are gonna be pissed.
Angel Reese just got hit with a brutal reality check. The so-called Bayou Barbie, who stays in the spotlight with one sponsor deal after another, just got publicly snubbed by Ice Cube. Yup, that $5 million, 0 cents Big 3 offer, it's canceled for Angel because what Ice Cube said, it was never even meant for her in the first place.
You know, they didn't tell us the same thing about Angel Reese, so I don't know if we can make that. I don't know if we can make that same offer.
I see. So, maybe an adjusted amount.
I think we can make that same offer because it won't have the same impact to the league.
This isn't just another offer getting canceled. It's a crystal clear message for Angel Reese and for her fans.
Sorry, Angel Reese, the $5 million offer was only for Caitlin Clark. Oh, fuck. It's about to get ugly.
Wait a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I thought Angel Reese was a big deal. I thought she was a box office draw. According to her pretend friends in the mainstream media, Angel Reese is a huge star.
But what really happened here? What was the Big Three's $5 million 0 cents deal all about? Why did Caitlin Clark get this biggest offer in women's basketball history? And why was Angel Reese completely left out? Let's get into it. The story started back in March 2024 when Ice Cube made headlines for his historic offer. He offered $5 million 0 cents to a college player, not an NBA veteran. Not a WNBA All-Star, but Caitlin Clark, the biggest name in college basketball.
The college phenom known as Caitlin Clark reportedly offered a whopping $5 million to join the Big Three.
Ice Cube confirmed the news himself on X after TMZ leaked the story. He wrote, "We intended the offer to remain private while Caitlin Clark plays for the championship, but I won't deny what's already out there. Big Three made a historic offer to Caitlin Clark. Why wouldn't we? Caitlin is a generational athlete who can achieve tremendous success in the Big Three." That post set the internet on fire. The offer was for 1 season, 10 weeks. She could even play in the WNBA at the same time. And $5 million 0 cents? That's not just big. That's unheard of, especially when most WNBA rookies make less than $100,000. One fan on Reddit said it best, $5 0 cents M is 20x more than the current highest WNBA salary. I know she's marketable, but that is a lot more financial security than the WNBA can provide. People called it a turning point, a moment that could reshape women's sports. Everyone waited for Caitlin's answer, but she said no. She joined the Indiana Fever in April. Still, the offer was never taken off the table, and soon, fans started asking a new question. If Caitlin said no, could someone else say yes? Because another star was rising fast, Angel Reese, and the heat only got stronger. Until July 27, a TMZ reporter spotted Ice Cube at an airport and asked the one question everyone had been wondering. It was only for Caitlin. Was the same $5 million 0 cents offer he gave Caitlin Clark still open for Angel Reese? And this is what he said.
You know?
Yeah, she's a great player. You know, the thing with Caitlin Clark, it was just to unlock millions of dollars for the league because of her stardom, what our sponsors was telling us.
Right.
You know, they didn't tell us the same thing about Angel Reese, so I don't know if we can make that. I don't know if we can make that same offer.
That moment hit like a wall, not just for Angels fans, but for the entire women's basketball world, because it confirmed what had only been implied before. This wasn't just a missed opportunity. There was never a deal for Angel, and there never would be. Online, people started reacting instantly. Some debated the real reason behind the canceled opportunity. Others got sarcastic. One YouTube comment said, "Angel Reese can't even sell out her 8,000 arena lol. She is not a money-making draw." Because if you look at it, Ice Cube didn't talk about her game. He didn't mention her potential. He went back to the numbers. And for Angel, that meant one thing. She wasn't seen as a strong enough business move.
Over the last couple of years, Angel Reese has been one of the best illusions in the WNBA.
And let's be real, that's a tough tough pill to swallow for any athlete, especially one who just made history. A WNBA Rookie of the Month with a record-breaking run of double-doubles, a shoe deal with Reebok, and even her own cover on NBA 2K. She was everywhere, so hearing that none of that was enough, that wasn't just disappointing, it was personal. And for many, it felt like something more than business, like Angel had been quietly written off before she even had the chance. Numbers don't lie. This was never just about basketball skills. It was about what Ice Cube and his sponsors saw with their own eyes. Fans, hype, money, because if you look closely, Caitlin Clark isn't just a great player, she's a movement. She fills arenas, sells out cities, and makes people spend like never before. Let's just look at the numbers. When she joined the Indiana Fever in 2024, something crazy happened. Their home game attendance shot up from around 4,000 fans to over 17,000. That's more than 300% growth in just 1 year. And it wasn't just home games. Everywhere she went, stadiums filled up. In fact, her team broke the WNBA's all-time single-season attendance record, over 643,000 fans across 40 games. Ticket prices exploded too. A season opener averaged $144.00, and some resale seats hit $500.00, all because of one name, Caitlin Clark. And if we talk about the TV ratings, there is the same story. One Iowa game hit 1.6 million viewers, unheard of in women's basketball. Even the Big Three League saw ratings spike just by being attached to her name. That's what sponsors saw, and that's why the $5 million 0 cents offer made sense. On the other hand, Angel Reese is an amazing athlete. Her rookie WNBA stats are solid, averaging 13.8 points, 12.5 rebounds, and double-doubles almost every game. She's got the grit, she's got the talent, but the numbers don't move the same way. The Chicago Sky brought in around 10,000 fans per game. It was strong, but nowhere near Caitlin's impact. Ticket prices increased, but not by much. And for Caitlin, even when she wasn't on the court, everything changed. Take the 2025 WNBA All-Star Game in Indianapolis, a weekend she was supposed to lead as captain, but then she got hurt. And the moment fans learned Clark wouldn't play, ticket prices plummeted. Resale prices fell from about $121 down to $64, a 48% drop, almost overnight.
WNBA All-Star Game viewership is at 2.9 million views, bro, on ABC, down 36% from last year.
This was Clark's absence in real dollars, flashing in front of every sponsor. Imagine thousands of dollars lost before tip-off. That wasn't speculation, it was just math. That's the difference. And in the world of pro sports, that difference matters. Because in the end, this isn't just about highlights or hustle. It's about who brings the business. It's all about business. While many people still debate whether it was fair for Ice Cube to make that offer only for Caitlin Clark and not Angel Reese, let's be real, this is business. And business doesn't run on emotions. It runs on results. Think about it. Leagues like the NBA, WNBA, and Big Three may look like they're all about the game, the energy, the hype, the culture. But under all that are companies, and their job is to grow, make money, and deliver value to everyone investing in them. From ticket sales to streaming deals, jersey sales to sponsor ads, every single move is tied to revenue. Because sponsors don't ask, who's trending today? They ask, who's bringing in fans? Who's making us money?
Sponsors assured him Clark coming to his organization would rake in cash hand over fist. But, quote, they didn't tell us the same thing about Angel Reese.
And that's exactly why Caitlin got that $5 million 0 cents offer. For Ice Cube and his partners in the Big Three, that offer was never personal. In his own words, it's strictly business. And Angel, she's a star in her own right. But the numbers, the ones that drive $1 million deals, weren't the same. That's the reality. It's not personal, just the business side of sports. But here's the question now. Will this canceled deal, this historic almost moment, actually affect Angel Reese's career? Let's break that down. Impact on Angel Reese's career and endorsements. So, Angel Reese didn't get the Big Three offer. And the truth is, She never asked for it, but she was still told no. Why? Well, that answer says a lot. No one's denying Angel's rise. She's having a solid season with the Chicago Sky. She made the All-Star team, helped her squad win a 3-on-3 championship, and brought home a bonus on top of her WNBA salary. She's also everywhere off the court. Cover of NBA 2K26, a new podcast. Even a signature sneaker deal with Reebok coming in 2026, and with 20-plus endorsements, including Amazon, PlayStation, Bose, and McDonald's. Really built a brand, but here's the question. Is she building a fan base or just buzz?
Angel Reese looks like a star. She presents herself as a star. Her pretend friends in the media try desperately to convince us that she is a star. But for some reason, no one else believes it.
Because business deals and headlines come fast and they fade just as quick. What lasts is fan loyalty. On the other hand, Caitlin Clark isn't doing fashion collabs or hosting influencer-style shows. But she's packing stadiums, breaking TV records, and spiking ticket prices when she shows up and tanking them when she doesn't. And that's where the business sees value. Not in flashy sponsorships, but in revenue you can measure. Many of Angel's brand deals are still going strong, but some are built more on her image than her impact. And in the end, even brands want results, not just reach. So this whole Big Three moment didn't end Angel's career, far from it. She's still rising, still successful, still in the conversation, but it did expose something. In this new era of sports, it's not enough to stay in the news. You have to win the fans. You have to earn their money, their time, and their loyalty. Because the real game, it isn't just played on the court. And for any player trying to grow in this market, this moment made one thing crystal clear. Play great, stay relevant, but above all, build your fan base. Because this is all business. So if you think about it, Caitlin Clark said no to the Big Three deal. But even after a whole year, she's still the one coming out on top. Because when Ice Cube said no to Angel and kept the door open for Caitlin, that said everything. That's the power of a real, loyal fan base. So what do you think Angel Reese should focus on now? Let us know in the comments. And if you don't want to miss any updates on Caitlin, Angel, or anything WNBA, make sure to subscribe to The Clark Effect.